Hey everyone, it's Paige Royal of Pure Vita Performance, your cycling, nutrition, and mindset coach and coach to the Pure Vita Mavericks, and I'm coming to you today with a cycling tip. So today we're talking about what to do when a dog is chasing you, both as a solo rider and in a group ride. So I'll talk about the solo ride first. So contrary to what you actually want to do is you need to stay calm. It's a really hard one. It's very hard for me because I've been chased by quite a few dogs. But the idea is to stay calm. What you want to do is you want to stop pedaling because they're after that motion of your legs. And stop pedaling, cover your brakes, and turn around to not turn your bike around, but just turn around to them and yell at them to go home and the words no. And the reason you use those words is because those are common words that their owners probably have used towards them. So they'll know those. So remain calm, stop pedaling, turn around to them and yell at them saying no, all while covering the brakes. And then if this doesn't work and the dog still keeps coming at you, then grab your water bottle from your cage and squirt water into its face. And 9 times out of 10, the first part without the water bottle will actually work. They're really just looking to chase you. It's a game to them, and they're usually friendly, although they can seem not so friendly in my experience, but it's usually a game. The second part is in group rides. So this is really, really important for people to know if you're leading group rides. And this actually happened in our group last year when we were riding with the Pure Vita Mavericks. Actually, I think it was the year before. And so again, the whole group needs to know this, and what you need to do is you need to stay calm. And you need to hold your line. So if you're riding 2 by 2, you make sure that you're riding one behind the other, just like you would in a group ride. You slow down, you stop pedaling, so everyone has to be really self-aware. And then everyone can start yelling at the dog saying, no, go home, go home. And the biggest thing is you want to keep your group tight. You don't want to break the group apart, because the last thing that you want to have happen is for that group, for that dog, because it's going to come at your wheels, is for it to enter inside the group, because one, it's going to get run over and people are going to get hurt because they're going to crash. So that's why it's so important that you keep the group together and you just yell at the dog, no, go home. And even people can start bringing out, because it'll usually come, depending on what country you're from, on the right or left side, but for us in Canada, in the right side. And you can bring your water bottle out and people can start squirting at it for it to go home and yell and go home. But if it hears a lot of noise and commotion, 9 times out of 10 it will stop. You know, and a lot of this, what I find, happens in the spring. And so having said all of this, there are parts of the world where dogs are not pets, rather they guard property. So if you are riding in another country, then you should probably find out what their dog situation is there. And find out if they're more as pets or if they're more as guard dogs, and what you should be doing if you're out by yourself or one other person. I know that we were in North and South Carolina riding, and we were not too, those dogs mean business. So then, every situation is going to be different, obviously, but these are the guidelines to go by. So stay calm, stop pedaling, slow down because they're after the chase, right? Start to yell at them to go home and no, the words no. If you need to, then you can squirt your water bottle at them into their face. And as a last resort is when you sprint. So that is your tip for today. It's your cycling tip, and I will catch you next time. Mwah, bye.